Good morning, everybody. The snowstorm has passed, so now we get to unsnow our car. I should have got an ice scrape, damn it. I'm gonna go turn it on, see if I can get it up to operating temperature. I'm just gonna let this run for a little bit. I've still got to pack up everything in the hotel. No, closed. I'll just put this in there. We'll deal with that later. I'm hearing a whining sound from under my trunk. Let's figure out what that is. Let's see if I can even open my hood with the snow on top of it. The fucking hood won't stay up. Ooh, okay, so it's possible it's just because of the cold, and that's maybe the belt or the alternator. Yeah, I don't think it should be making that whining sound. Well, the squeak went away. I'm confused. Okay, so maybe my car is in trouble, maybe it's not. Who knows? The sound sounded like it was coming from my belts or my alternator, maybe my air compressor. The owner of the hotel brought me a broom. Okay, we are out and I want breakfast. Now our biggest challenge is seeing if we can just get out of the snow. Oh hey, we are working. It is going. That's cool. Google Maps says there's a Tim Horton up the street and we can go to Napa Auto Parts and get our car parts to fix our car later today. There it is, Tim Hortons. Fuck yeah, we made it. Good car. Okay, let's get breakfast and go edit a video. I'm not gonna lie, when I heard the sound of the squeaking of my belt earlier today, I was getting flashbacks to the last time my engine blew up. That would be scary. I'm not sure if there's a mechanic shop over here that will replace my engine. I've come to find that I really like their bagels, actually. At least the bagels in Canada. So we got a bacon, egg, and cheese bagel. Tim Hortons is really expensive. We still need to pick up those car parts from Napa. Take me to the nearest Napa Auto Parts. At least the sun is out today and it's not snowing. Hello, I have an online order for Nathaniel Hayes. Okay, so apparently their supplier, the truck that was delivering stuff, broke down, so they don't have my part. They don't know when they're gonna get my part. Maybe I don't have the best luck. I guess this means we're gonna have a gimpy car for the next couple of days. Okay, thanks to the magic of editing, it's been 2 days. I am genuinely not sure what to do with the footage for this video. It's been 2 days since then. The truck from Napa Auto Parts still hasn't shown up. We're gonna go back today, but when I started this trip, I thought it would be just like a quick, maybe 4 or 5 day drive to Alaska. It's been almost 3 weeks now. It's been almost 3 weeks of trying to get there. I believe it is 20 degrees below zero right now. And I think I did find out what the squeaking was. I think it's my power steering. I think the power steering fluid is just too cold. Something that's probably worth pointing out, I think they only gave me a 2-day visa, and we have definitely stayed beyond that. So we should get out of here as soon as possible. My GoPro battery was so cold, I literally had to put it in my armpit just to get my GoPro to turn on. It's so disappointing because yesterday was actually quite warm. If we could have left yesterday, would have been great. Hello, I'm hoping you guys have my online order. I ordered it a couple days ago, but you guys' truck broke down. Perfect, thank you so much. Okay, after replacing these, if the misfire comes back, we need to stop the trip because I don't know what's wrong with my car. We've already replaced the plugs, the wires. This is the last easily fixable solution. Oh, God. Come on. Ugh. Oh my fucking, oh my elbow, fuck. My My struts aren't holding up the hood anymore because it's so cold. We'll just have my toolbox hold open the hood then. God, my hands are fucking freezing. Okay, hopefully that holds. I don't want that hitting my head. I have gloves right here. My drill batteries are too cold to turn on. I think I might need to start wrapping up some of my batteries in my heated blanket at night. Actually, I can just put the batteries in my clothes, use my body to warm them up. Fucking hell. Technically, I can't use my ratchet and my hand tools, but this is faster. Dude, if that fucking misfire comes back after replacing all of this, I think we still need to try to at least get into Alaska because my visa in Canada is just a transit visa. I can't just stay here. Our two new ones are different colors. Yay. Let's go. Shut up. Fuck, my drill stopped again. God damn, there we go. Just get these screws out, please. Damn it, I dropped a screw. Come on. Okay, I got it. Now I'm gonna keep these ones just in case, at least for the next couple of days. God, it's so fucking cold. Holy shit. I fucking can't right now. Oh my God, my fucking fingers. Holy fuck. Hey Google, take me to Fairbanks, Alaska. Here we go, let's try it. I want to point out how absolutely impossible this trip would have been if this was an electric car. Because A, batteries do really bad in the cold, but also one of the biggest wastes of energy from an internal combustion engine is heat. But actually, in this situation, that's not a problem at all. I'm very glad it's getting hot. Sunlight. It's gonna get warmer. Good. Just a sec, I'm gonna pull up to this guy, but I'm pretty sure this guy has a Starlink satellite on the top of his truck. I imagine out here in Canada is one of the primary applications for Starlink. So I just want to give you guys an idea. This is where we currently are. This is how far we've traveled to get here. The town we're about to go into is called Grand Prairie, and it looks like they have a McDonald's and gas, so we can get food and fuel. Okay, we are at McDonald's. Before we go inside and start uploading this video, I want to walk you guys through my process a little bit, because this video is actually sponsored by Surfshark. Surfshark is a VPN, and if you've seen any other YouTube videos, you know that it hides your internet traffic and lets you watch Netflix in different countries. But as a content creator, I have a very specific use case for it, because this lets me target my American audience no matter where I travel. Platforms like TikTok, Instagram Reels, and YouTube Shorts are very geo-specific. If you go to Germany, you'll see German content. If you go to France, you'll see French content. But as an American creator, I want my American following to see my videos, so whenever I upload, no matter which country I'm in, I will always go to a US VPN so that my American audience gets to see my content. Surfshark lets you do that. Surfshark has VPNs all over the United States, and you can actually get very specific about which city you want to target. If you want to target Colorado, if you want to target Los Angeles and New York, they've got VPN servers in all of those places, so you can be very specific about which places you want to target in your content. Like for me as a content creator, Surfshark isn't just like a fun way to watch Netflix while I'm traveling, it's an actual business investment. Okay, I'll explain why it's dark in a sec, but you can secure your privacy with Surfshark and secure an extra 3 months using the code NanoBytes Inc. at the link in the description. I'm frustrated that my rewards app doesn't work here in Canada because I feel like I am paying so much more for food than I typically do. Oh hey, this one does have free refills, so I guess that's not like a universal Canadian thing. Some McDonald's here are good. I spent $9 on this. We got a McRib and we got 2 hamburgers. Let's go upload videos. I actually haven't had a McRib in a minute. It's a little bit sloppy. God, it's really sloppy. It's good though. This is seriously one of my favorite things that I keep in my backpack. I did melt it a little bit on accident, but it's okay. Okay, we actually need to wait to upload this video because I need Surfshark to approve the ad When you do an integration like this, they want to see it and then they want to approve it before you're allowed to post it, or before they pay you to post it, I guess. I'm really not sure how that would work if I start getting more sponsors for these videos, how I would start integrating them on a daily basis. Oh, it's so cold. Luckily, we got a gas station right here. I'm not worried about pre-detonation, so we will get the cheaper stuff. We spent like 45 bucks. God, my fingers feel like they're gonna fall off. Let's go to Alaska. Let's see the northern lights. Sounded like a much better idea when I was in the desert. Oh my God. I am starting to think that maybe just trusting Google to pick a random route for me might not be the best idea, because I'm on a back road right now. It's 2-lane traffic, there's stop signs behind me. Like, I am a little bit worried that if I don't pick the route myself, Google will send me down some routes that have not been plowed yet. Yeah, it would be super not fun if my car breaks down up here. We are no longer in Alberta, and now we are in British Columbia. I think that's the Canadian version of a state, or a province, or whatever they call it. Hey, we got ourselves a little village, town looking thing. I want to see if we can find a grocery store. Nope, no grocery store. Guess we're continuing. Okay, so get this. Apparently there is something called the Alaska Highway, and we're on mile 0. We're at like the start of the Alaska Highway. I think that's like Canada's version of Route 66, but that means that the whole thing is probably plowed because there's like an established route to get there. Okay, so this is the first city at the start of the Alaska Highway. I think it's called Dawson. I found some place called Pervy Mart, or PV Mart, but looking at the front of it, it might not be a grocery store. No, it is a hardware store. I stopped at a gas station here because one of the things I realized that I need to do is I need to de-thaw my food. So it got below freezing last night, obviously. That means that all of my frozen food, I've got, let's get the rice out of here. The rice is probably fine, but all of the food back here is basically just a brick of ice. All of my canned food is. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our canned food, we're gonna take my heated blanket, we're gonna wrap the food up in this and then heat it. We're not gonna cook it, we're just gonna try to de-thaw it. Lay the blanket down, put the food in the blanket, and then plug the blanket in. There we go. I'll put it on the second hottest setting, and we'll just let this sit here for like an hour or two. Hopefully this will be warm enough with the warm air from the car to get this stuff to thaw out so that we can eat later tonight. Okay. Let's go hit the Alaska Highway. I'm honestly not sure if there's a good way to stop that from happening in the future. I don't think that they will turn into a block of ice over the course of one night. So maybe I should keep my food inside the main cabin of my car when I know it's going to be that cold. Or I should just avoid using canned food. I already drank all of my water, so I don't need to thaw any of that. It's funny, all of the signs are saying that this is mile 0, even though they're in a country that uses kilometers. We're definitely entering the Rocky Mountains portion of the road trip. Again. Oh, hey, there's a Safeway. We can get food there. We are probably going to be in the mountains for a few days, so we've got to get several days worth of food. Okay, we're gonna get some Takis. I do have the stove, so I can cook food, but that uses a lot of energy and I want to save that for my electric blanket. So I want to get food that does not require heating and can be frozen without turning into a block of ice. Holy shit, look at this. As seen on TikTok. TikTok is the new infomercial, I guess. As seen on TikTok. Oh, I won't lie, I'm tempted to see what they're, oh, I guess it's cold, it's not hot. Oh no, here we go, this is hot food. Okay, we got a whole container full of wings. I feel like meat will do well in the cold. Grab some water for cooking. This will let us cook rice, pancakes, and oatmeal. Okay, so we have snacks, we have protein, and we have water for cooking liquid stuff. I'm not expecting that we're going to be out in the middle of nowhere, but I imagine most nights we're going to need to sleep on the side of the road in one of the rest stops. I just want to have food for that. This is something that I did notice about Canada that I thought was pretty cool. All of their cart corral things, they're covered so the snow doesn't get in there. Regretfully, the thing about this meat is that it won't stay warm for long, so I'm going to put it on the heated blanket, and this blanket is just going to be like the keep stuff warm place, I guess. Check on our little ice cubes. No, still very much ice. I don't think that's going to change anytime soon. Yeah, this whole thing is just not doing very good. Okay, I'm not sure if this is like a universal trucker thing or if this is just the guy that was behind me, but the trucker, when it was clear for me to pass him on the left, he turned his signal on and off really quickly just to let me know that it was clear. Maybe that's a thing that all truckers do, but that's something I'm gonna watch out for. Using their eyes to see when it's clear rather than trying to see around the whole fucking semi-truck. Like if you're driving down a 2-lane highway like this and there's a big semi-truck in front of you and you see them turn their left blinker on really quickly, I think that means that they're saying you can pass. I'm pretty sure I see a gas station here. Maybe. Actually, these don't look like pumps anymore. Oh yeah, no, that's a gas station. Holy shit. Okay. It doesn't even tell me what the octane is, so this is just the gas we're gonna have to use. Card reader. Oh, okay, yeah, it's got a regular card reader right there. We're gonna make sure it's not fraudulent. Okay, that looks good. Just a little side note for anybody that's not familiar. You have clear diesel right here. Diesel is the kind of thing you would use in trucks or like semi-trucks or skid steers, bulldozers, anything like that. You've got marked diesel. This stuff, I think it's actually colored red or green. Basically, this is tax-free. If you try to purchase this, you don't need to pay taxes on it, and it's much cheaper. But if one of the inspectors comes out and they see you driving on the road using the red diesel, and they look in your gas tank and they see that, they will fuck you up. This is only for off-road, not public road type stuff, like working with tractors on your farm. This is the stuff you use on the road. It doesn't even tell me what the price is. I have no idea what I'm paying for gas here. So I guess we're just gonna pay whatever random ass price they're asking for. Turn on. Okay, I take back everything I just said. Apparently I can't purchase gas here. No credit card sales, no cash sales, no fuel sales from inside the store. What the fuck? Is this what buying gas is like on the mountain? It said we had a quarter of a tank earlier. I'm sure it'll correct itself, but we should get gas soon. So while we're driving up to the next gas station, I wanna have a conversation with you guys. In my last video, maybe 2 videos ago, people were really upset that I ended up getting stuck in the snow. They thought that I was just being a dipshit, stupid. Why would you go off the side of the road if you know that you're gonna get stuck? It's important to understand that a lot of the things I do are just to make the YouTube video interesting. I knew that I would get stuck when I went off the road. I went off the road so that I could make the video longer. I could add controversy, I could add drama to the video. But I knew that I could get out. Like, I would not have done that if I was actually, like, these roads right here, I am not gonna pull off on because I will get stuck for real. It's important to understand that a lot of the things I do are intentional just to make the video more interesting. You can actually tell whether the situation is mild or extreme based on how I cuss. If you hear something like, damn it, fuck, then it's probably fine, it's just me fucking around. But if you hear something more along the lines of, fucking fuck, it's probably not great. It's funny, people comment that I've got the worst luck because bad things happen to me every day, but they're not quite intuitive enough to realize that that is intentional. I am doing that to make good videos. For example, that is the reason that I have not gotten an ice scraper. I know that I could get an ice scraper, they cost like $1, but I know that I will get interesting content out of having to scrape my ice with like a fucking spoon or something. Like, obviously, I can fix that problem, but it's a small enough problem that it's worth trading for the content. It's not because I'm just so cheap that I don't want to pay for an ice scraper. It's because I want my windows to get frozen so that I can film myself unfreezing them. One thing that I actually did not plan for is snow tires and chains. I'm pretty sure I have all-weather tires because I would not be doing as well if I was in summer tires, but I don't have snow chains. I'm just banking on the fact that it's kind of warm outside right now. There's no snow, so. See, that definitely is true. I am too cheap to buy snow tires for a 2-week trip to Alaska. Those cans of soup in the back, for example, I easily could have brought them into the hotel with me just so they didn't freeze. I left them in here so I could get content out of unfreezing them. Okay, there's a semi-truck ahead of us. I'm gonna test this little blinker thing. I'm gonna get behind him and then see if he tells me when it's clear to pass or if I have to figure that out on my own. Holy shit, he did it too. I swear, this is not a common thing. I've been driving for a long time. I've never seen an American trucker do that. Maybe that's just like Canadians being polite or something, but that's so cool. Okay, we might have a small problem. Google says the nearest gas station is like 2 hours away. Yep, and I just saw a sign that says, check your fuel, the next service is 176 kilometers away. Oh my God. Google is just wrong. There's a gas station right here. It's called Bucking Horse River Campground, and apparently they've got gas, propane, and diesel. They've also got their own little restaurant. I'm kind of curious what mountain food tastes like. Diesel, no, we don't want diesel. We want the regular gas. So let's come to this side. Yeah, see, my tires are doing fine. I have to have at least all season tires. Regular. Yeah, they don't even tell you what the octane is. It just doesn't matter. We just get whatever they got. $2 per liter. Definitely not cheap. Looks like we have to go inside to pay. That's cool. Are you the cashier?
No.
Oh.
I need fuel.
Yeah, same.
Oh, nobody's come yet?
Nobody's come yet, no.
You ready to go?
I did. It doesn't look like anybody is here. Oh, the gas people are here. Regular gas?
Sounds good. If you need a card or ID.
One
One or the other works.
That works. There you go. We are not going to fill up the tank because, again, the gas here is super expensive. So, more expensive. More expensive than up in the middle of the mountain. Huh.
Nelson costs more than here, bud.
Okay, we will fill up then. Thanks for the advice. Yeah, that means a full tank costs like $70-ish. Fun, fun, fun. Then we turn the pump off, put this back, and then we go pay for it. They make you give your ID or your card so that you don't just like run off with their gas. Okay, so expensive. I did originally want to go to their restaurant, but that was before I paid almost $100 for gas. And apparently gas just gets more expensive. We're going to do something kind of controversial here, and we are going to pull off for the day, or for the night, I guess, because it's getting dark and I don't have cell data. If we get into a wreck, if we hit a moose, if something bad happens, we can't call for help. It clearly says no overnight camping. But we're not technically camping, so I think we're fine. Do you guys want to go into the woods? See if we can see like a bobcat or a bear? I hope the snow's not very deep. Oh my God, I would love to go on a photo shoot in some place like this. It looks like it's really dense from far away, but when you get closer, there's lots of space to walk around and explore. I wonder who owns this land. I wonder if this is public. Oh, I see animal tracks. So there was like a deer or something over here recently. This is what I was imagining when I was planning on coming to Alaska. What do you think the consequences of staying here overnight are? Probably none. I'm probably fine. Go forward, motherfucker. So fucking cold. Turn the heated seats on. I do have some meat left and this nice warm blanket. Get out of here, ice cubes. Yeah, everything is still frozen except my chicken. I imagine that's because this is saltier and so it's got a lower freezing point. I'm not sure if it's because summer is coming or if it's just because we're going more north, but it's 6:30 and it's still kind of bright outside. I remember just like a couple of weeks ago, 6 o'clock was pitch black. I'm not sure if any of you guys give a shit about this, but there's an Age of Empires 2 tournament going on. And I can't watch it live, so I had to download them all. And we're going to watch it now. I'm going to watch it now.
Try and go for 2 docks on 1 pond and go for a big fish boom, which I could possibly see Robert considering because he wants to wall a lot here. But I mean, he has not had much resistance to any attacks here.
Okay, new idea. I think I'm going to disregard everything I just said because I realize that I'm in the middle of nowhere. I don't have cell data. If I sleep here tonight and then my car doesn't start in the morning, I can't get any help. Like sleeping here tonight and then having a car breakdown is just as bad as getting in a wreck. It is probably worth it to drive to some place where I've at least got cell data. I don't have a particular reason to think that my car wouldn't start tomorrow. I just know that it's going to be like negative 30 degrees and engines don't like being cold. I had dinner, so that's good, but we are gonna make it to civilization. I have cell data again. This is just gorgeous. Yeah, it's 7 o'clock and I can still see outside. I think that is a testament to how far north we've come. Suggestion for Canada. The lines on the road are impossible to see with the snow. You guys should use like red paint instead of white. I keep seeing these phone booths next to me for 911. They're emergency phone booths and they're like every, I don't know, 2 or 3 miles, which makes me think that it's a good thing we're getting out of this area because it sounds like emergencies happen here often. It's crazy. I remember the last time I was in Alaska, it was pretty similar to this. Like it never got completely dark, but that was during the summer. I feel like during the winter, it will get pitch black. It's 7:30 and I can still see. I'm not sure if I mentioned this to you guys earlier, but I actually have been to Alaska before. I went there with the same goal in mind. I wanted to see the Northern Lights, except I flew there and it was during the summer and you can't see the Northern Lights during the summer. So we're doing this again during the winter. This is just like me repeating a mistake that I made a couple years ago. I think that might be an oil refinery or a gas place. Okay, it is officially getting dark. It's about 8 p.m. I can still see outside the car, so it's not pitch black, but we're not far enough north yet. Okay, we have reached civilization, so if the car doesn't start tomorrow, at least we're in a place where we can get help. I've looked and they have the gas station pumps, but they don't have the convenience store, so I can't get anything to drink. I've just got that water. Like they've got pumps, they just don't have the convenience store attached to the pumps. Yeah, they got the pumps right there, but this is not like a convenience store. I guess they sell oil. Huh. Wait a minute. No. Is this a power outlet right here? I heard somebody say that you will find a lot of these in Canada because people need to plug in like their block heaters. I have batteries that I could plug in. I have heaters that I could... They are outlets. Interesting. I still don't have a fucking extension cable. That is something that I should have bought. Fuck. Okay, well, I think that we are just going to park here for the night. Let me show you where we parked. Pretty sure we're not supposed to park here. But we're gonna park here anyway. Tomorrow's gonna suck because I'm... Come forward. Tomorrow's gonna suck because I don't have caffeine. I do have water though. Okay, now I need to be smart about what all things I bring into my sleeping bag with me tonight. I need to bring all of my big batteries because if these things get cold, they stop working. It probably won't be super comfortable, but I'm going to stick all of the food underneath me so that at least the heat will be sort of trapped in here because I do need this to thaw. And if I just stick this back in my trunk, it'll be frozen solid again by the morning. We are about 20 hours away. And then once we get there, there's no guarantee that we'll see them on the first night or the second night or in the first week or in the second week. So we're just going to wait there until we were able to shoot the northern lights, and then we need to find a way back. So some of you guys have pointed out that the visa that I got here was for 2 days, and we've clearly been here for longer than 2 days. So I think that once we cross the border, there is a chance that they will just not let us back in. So we might need to come over into Alaska and then come down when we're trying to leave Alaska. They might be mad at us, they might not, who knows. All I can say for now is that it's cold. Okay, so we could potentially be there in 2 or 3 days, depending on how long we want to drive. If we do 10 hours a day, we'll be there in 2 days. If we do 7 hours a day, we'll be there in 3. That sounds a lot more reasonable. 3 days is the benchmark. I want to show you guys something. So, if you guys have been watching my videos for longer than like a couple of weeks, you'll remember that we stayed in the desert so we could get some block heaters for our engine. I have them. They're in my glove box. The way they work is that they've got this like adhesive on one side. You stick this on the underside of your oil pan and it keeps your oil warm, and you just plug this in. What I was going to do is I was going to stick this underneath the car. I was going to snake this in and I was going to plug it into the battery right there. I just never got around to it, and now it's too fucking cold to do that. This is one of those situations where I actually was just a dipshit, and I wasn't planned for content. If I was going to make content, I would have just made the content. This is me just being lazy.